Marilyn Manson, det är väl det.
Från lekispunk, eller vad man ska kalla det, till en man som är en riktig punkrockare. Jag sitter här med Joe Strummer som var med i The Clash och som har varit här nu precis och gjort en trevlig spelning med gamla och nya låtar. So, welcome to Hultsfred.
Thank you very much.
So, what are your impressions of the festival so far?
Well, I really have liked to walk around, to be honest. We drove here overnight from somewhere, I think from Hamburg. And so we arrived here perhaps in the afternoon. And I wanted to go and walk around, but I didn't really get the chance. You meet people, you know, and,
yeah.
But I'm loving it so far.
Yeah. Any bands you have seen that you liked?
Bob Hund came on shortly after we arrived, so I went up to the stage and I saw the whole set.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought they were fantastic.
So.
And they also told me they have a plan to make new songs in English.
Yes.
And not translate the old ones, but write new ones. And when they come over to England, I'm going to try and show up and raise a bit of interest.
Yeah, a link up for them.
Yeah, I thought they were great.
Yeah. So I'm really curious, what's it like to have been a part of this phenomenon, or what we can call it, called The Clash?
Well, it's like a wild trip on a crazy roller coaster, you know.
Yeah.
And you just got to hang on in there, and you don't know what's happening to you at the time, but when you think about it 20 years later, you begin to get a real picture of what it was really like. Because at the time, it's all going on, and you don't have time to take stock.
Yeah.
But you just kind of grab on. It's like riding a runaway train. You cling on and roll it to the end of the track.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that music now?
Well, I love the music. Some tunes we played tonight, if you missed it, was White Man, Hammersmith Palais, Straight to Hell, Rock the Casbah, Tommy Gunn, London Calling, some really big Clash rock outs.
Yeah.
And we're also doing our new songs that we're having to put out maybe in October. And it's an album called Rock Art and the X-Ray Style by Joe Strummer and the Mescaleros.
So what's that like, playing these old songs, because they're getting pretty old?
No, they're new. They're getting pretty young. Every day they get younger.
Yeah.
There's some quality in the song, or whatever it is, but it sounds good. Did it sound good today, yeah? It sounded great today.
Yeah. So you're playing new songs also with the band called Mescaleros. You're moving further west, south to Latin America, maybe?
No, the name, the Mescaleros, for my new group is something I just stole from a cowboy film I was watching one night. So really it doesn't have any meaning to the direction, but we're moving in a kind of roots reggae rock thing. I mean, more or less as if time hadn't passed, but we're trying to move it into the future as well. I definitely don't want to stay in the past. We've got to get out of the past. It's a quagmire of treacle.
So what have you been up to lately? In the past years, we haven't heard that much from you in Sweden.
Well, mostly I was just kind of watching TV, you know, raising children, trying to become normal or be a human being. Because when you're very young and you go off on a thing like The Clash, like pow, you know, we took America, you know, a lot of these groups that are big in England, they don't get a look in there, and we'd stormed the place. So we really had it big, much bigger than maybe groups in the UK today do, because we had all of New York, Los Angeles, Milwaukee. We had the whole shooting match, and we had to deal with that. And so it was kind of hard, but I loved every minute of it.
Yeah. So can you remember what it was like to realize that, okay, this thing is over with now, and I have to find a new identity or whatever?
Svente, good point. You can go up and you can come down, and I've seen it from both sides, you know, and I think it's made me a more interesting person to have not just been in a bubble of ego worship, you know. I wanted to live and be a human and not just ponce around.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for coming.
All right,
very nice meeting you.
Put it there.
Enjoy Finland.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Joe Strummer var den, en riktig legend alltså, med i Clash en gång i tiden. De spelade här förut, det lät riktigt, riktigt bra. Ni som satt på oss